Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, here at Ivy Talks Podcast Network, we're doing a subscriber giveaway. We'll be doing a giveaway on the 1st and the 15th of every month for $50 for a random subscriber. All you have to do to enter is subscribe, comment on any video, and you'll be entered for a chance to win. And once you do it once, you're entered for life. And it's going to be on the 1st, 15th of every month. A random subscriber will be chosen to win $50. As you grow, that money will go up. So go ahead, subscribe, comment to enter. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Multiverse Matchup. This matchup, I think to this point might be one of my favorites. It's a very interesting one, and it's one I've never really thought about much, but I think it's going to be a good type of matchup similar to the Hawkeye and Green Arrow matchup, to where it's instead of Archer versus Archer, this is going to be Technopath versus Technopath. Was that Technopath is somebody that's able to, like a telepath, able to manipulate technology, hack technology, and things like that. So I think it's going to be a good matchup. So let's get straight into it. We have Cyborg versus Ultron. This one's going to be a little bit of nuanced, but I think we're going to manage through. So let's get straight into it. First up, we have Cyborg. Victor Stone, standing at 6'6", was a former athlete, stud athlete before his accident. Absolute monster on the field. 6'6", weighs 385 pounds, power type, cyberkinetic, technopath, energy, projection. Again, grading system is out of 100. We're going to grade the different aspects of the character. Strength, 85 out of 100. Speed, 70. Enhanced reflexes, obviously can fly. Agility, flexibility, 60. Durability, 90. Stamina, 95. His cybernetic body doesn't really fatigue, and he has nanite technology with his body. Healing factor, 80. Again, nanite regeneration, auto repair system, so he can repair himself if he gets hurt. Longevity, 90. It slows his aging, and he's able to self maintenance on his robotic parts. Combat, 80. Intelligence, 85. He has access to vast data networks. His overall grade is going to be an 82. Unique notable powers and abilities. Superhuman strength and durability, obviously, because it's cybernetic. Enhanced rivaling heavy lifters. His body is able to push beyond that of the regular human body. Technopath, he's a technopathy. That sounds weird. Anyway, ability to hack and control digital systems and technology. Energy projection. He has sonic cannons, lasers, plasma beams. So we all know from Teen Titans, he's able to shift his arms into cannons and things like that. He's able to fly with his rocket boosters. Boom tube generation. What the boom tubes are is he's able to basically teleport using these boom tubes. That is using the mother box's power, using the mother box tech, which we'll get down because this match is really going to come down to this mother box that we talked about. And nanite regeneration body can self-repair and adapt to new threats. Some I don't want to say top 5 because it's not necessarily top 5, but some notable feats. Mother box integration. Obviously, he's permanently bonded with the mother box, giving him multiversal data access in the new 52 Justice League. So he's able to merge with the mother box, which is one of the strongest objects or entities in the DC universe, similar to how like the Green Lantern ring is this source of power. Boom tube generation, using the mother box, able to open portals large enough to move in just the Justice League and armies and things of that from one location to another, basically another form of teleportation. He's hacked apocalyptic tech, shut down Darkseid's forces, controlled alien war machines, all kinds of things just through hacking the database or hacking systems. He's tanked city-level blasts, so he's been able to withstand heavy energy attacks from very apocalyptic weapons. And Justice League battles, he's held his own against Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and planetary level enemies like Darkseid. He's been able to hold his own in the Justice League against enemies like the Darkseid. Tier placement, he's in tier 3. Base level Cyborg. He's a country level character, which means he can if he was facing a threat that could destroy the country, he could go toe-to-toe with a character in that realm. Cyborg operates on a continental level, hacking, destruction feats boost by mother bots, but he's not consistently planetary. So he's right in between that country to continental level. His mother box pushes, if he's using the full potential of the mother box, it places him at the upper continental level. And some of his stuff he can kind of dip into the planetary realm, but he's not consistently planetary. We're talking continental level if he's using the full potential of the mother box. So next we have Ultron. Ultron standing at 6'9". Obviously that varies. We'll kind of get into why that varies because he rebuilds himself every time he gets defeated or he gets killed. Weighs about 730 pounds. Power type, artificial intelligence, technological construct. Grading out of 100. Strength 95. Speed 70. Agility 60. Durability 100. His durability is a 100. Stamina 100. He's a machine. He doesn't get tired. He's AI. Unlike Cyborg, Cyborg is human at his core, which is going to be one of the weaknesses he has. Ultron is pure AI. Longevity, again, he's AI. He's immortal, is 100. Healing factor is 90. He has nanotech, self-repair, upload. If a body gets destroyed, he uploads into a new one. So he kind of has this endless cycle of, even if you beat his body, he's going to eventually upload it to a new one. And usually when he uploads it to a new one, it's a better version. He's kind of like Doomsday. For those of y'all that know Doomsday, every time he gets killed, he comes back and he's basically immune or has a resistance or immune to what killed him that previous time. So after you've killed him 10 times, he's immune to all the 10 ways you killed him the first time. Ultron's very similar to where if you destroy him, however you destroy him, when he builds that new body, that body is equipped to withstand what caused his death the previous times. So he comes back stronger and better. Combat is a 90. Intelligence is 100. Super genius AI, constantly evolving. His overall grade is an 89 out of 100. Unique notable powers and abilities. Antimanium vibranium body in most versions, so he's virtually indestructible. He has vibranium, which we all know is indestructible. Antimanium, which is the same type of metal that Wolverine's body's or his skeletal system is made out of. So he's virtually indestructible when he has that, and that's in most versions of Ultron. Superhuman strength and energy projection, obviously because of the yoked up forms that he has. Technopath controls machines and networks, like we've all seen in the movies. Flight and advanced weapon systems, plasma beams, missiles, very similar to an Iron Man, but imagine on steroids as later iterations of Ultron come. Nanotech body replication and self-repair. Genius level artificial intelligence with adaptive learning. That's the big key thing, is the adaptive learning. He's able to adapt. If you beat him once, when he comes back, he has adapted to where you're not gonna get him with the same move twice. Is basically what this comes down to. Some notable feats. In Ultron Unlimited, he wiped out an entire nation of Slovenia in minutes, killing millions. He basically killed millions of people in minutes when Ultron Unlimited. A planetary domination attempt, he nearly converted all of life on Earth into Ultron drones. Fought entire Avengers teams on his own. He's held off Thor, Iron Man, and other heavy hitters simultaneously. He's taken on the Avengers solo. Not with a team, not with a villain team. Solo by himself, he's taken on the entire Avengers. Obviously, the antimanium vibranium body survived blows from Thor's hammer and Hulk without being destroyed. And AI immortality rebuilds himself countless times, endlessly, after total destruction, making him effectively unkillable, which is crazy. His base level power is planetary, and Ultron can tank and dish out destruction on planet scales, especially with that vibranium antimanium upgrades. His body's indestructible. He doesn't get tired. He has endless sources of energy, dominates Earth technology, and fights entire teams of superheroes at once. So the matchup, let's break this down. Let's break it down by category. Strength, it's about even. Ultron gets a slight edge, especially this really comes out what iteration of Ultron are we talking about, right? If Cyborg is seeing Ultron earlier on in like a first or second iteration, I'd give it to Cyborg. But if we're talking an Ultron that has been through a couple of spats and this might be his 5th or 6th iteration. We got to give it to Ultron because he gets stronger, better, more equipped as he keeps making new iterations of himself. Speed, Ultron, his reflexes are instantaneous, but he's instantaneous and he's pure AI. Cyborg, the thing with Cyborg is he's fast, but he has a human brain, and he also has human parts of his body, which is going to really limit his level of reflexes when compared to Ultron. Agility and flexibility, again, Ultron's going to get the edge there. A durability, again, goes to Ultron. You have an antimanium vibranium suit, and this is not even including Ultron with the Infinity Stones. We don't even want to get into that because that's just a whole nother level. But Ultron gets the edge on durability. Stamina, it's about the same. Both can fight endlessly as long as their systems aren't overloaded or aren't damaged. Ultron is probably going to get a slight edge there if I had to pick, but for the most part, it's going to be a draw there. Healing factor, Ultron can rebuild himself from scraps. He can constantly, as we saw in the movies, and I like to reference these movies. Most people have seen them, and they're actually pretty spot on to the comics. He can make armies of just himself. He can do that on his own, and so he can just keep rebuilding himself. Longevity, Ultron, he's immortal. He's AI. His bodies can be destroyed, but his AI consciousness he can't age. He can't die in natural causes. He's just strictly AI. Combat, Cyborg has the edge on combat there because he's trained by the Justice League using tactics and improvisation. Ultron is effectively just a robot, essentially. So combat-wise, Cyborg's going to get the edge. Intelligence, Ultron, no argument there. Ultron is a super genius AI. His intelligence is up there with the levels of like Brainiac. Technopathy and hacking, that's going to go to Cyborg. It's going to go to Cyborg assuming he's using the mother box's potential. If he's baseline Cyborg, I'm going to give the Technopath or hacking to Ultron. But to make it interesting, we're going to assume he's using maybe not the full potential of the mother box, but he has the mother box. He's equipped the mother box enough to where he's going to get the edge on hacking because he can hack on a planetary level. Ultron can too, but we're going to say Cyborg's is just a little more efficient. So Ultron has the advantage of durability, adaptability, intelligence, self-repair. Cyborg has the win in hacking, combat, creativity, and a multiversal tech edge with the mother box. The mother box is a multiversal energy source or power source. So what it really comes down to, base level, we're talking base level, Ultron gets the edge. Ultron gets the edge 8 times out of 10 on a base level. Ultron is already super adaptive. Again, he's AI, so he's able to run simulations. He's able to figure out different scenarios of what might happen, what will happen based on calculations, and he can run that all in a millisecond. Again, not saying Cyborg can't do that, but on the level that a super genius AI is built on, Cyborg's not doing that on the same level that Ultron is doing. But I will say, if we are talking about, so 8 times out of 10, Ultron's winning on a base level scenario. If we are talking Cyborg using close to the full potential of the mother box, Cyborg with the boom tubes, with the hacking capabilities, with the power source of the mother box, Cyborg wins. And I'm going to say Cyborg will win that one with the mother box. I'd give him 6.5, maybe 7 times out of 10 on average. And that's assuming he's using the mother box. So I think overall, I'm going to give the win to Ultron. Because it's hard to give Cyborg such a boost with the mother box and not give a boost to Ultron. Because at that point, we'll be comparing to a fully unleashed mother box Cyborg to a baseline Ultron, which isn't necessarily a fair comparison. We'd have to compare Ultron with the Infinity Stones to a fully unleashed mother box Cyborg to have them on the same quote unquote playing field in terms of boosting or boostability, right? If we're talking unboosted, Ultron's winning. boosted, but Cyborg boosted with Mother Box, and I mean full potential Mother Box. He obviously has a little bit of the Mother Box power in him, but I'm talking about fully integrated, full power of the Mother Box. Cyborg's winning. But because we have to boost him that much for him to win against Ultron, overall, in a standard fight, Ultron's getting the edge there against Cyborg. So, yeah, Ultron's winning in most scenarios. Again, Cyborg has the potential to upset Ultron, which I think 2 times out of 10, if they fought 10, Cyborg can maybe upset him 2 times with being unboosted. Obviously boosted against baseline Ultron, Cyborg's taking the dub. But for the most part, all in all, Ultron's going to get the win. Ultron gets the edge. And that's what it really comes down to. In the future, I might do boosted versions of certain characters to compare. But Ultron with the Infinity Stones, we're talking an absolute cataclysm. We're talking about a multi-universe threat. We're talking next level. But when it comes down to it, 10 out of more times than not, out of 10 fights, Ultron's coming on top for the majority of them. So, who do you think would win? Why? What scenario do you see Cyborg winning? And leave that in the comments. Go ahead, subscribe if you made it this far. Appreciate you guys. And I will catch you next time on Multiverse Matchups.